I'm sorry. I can't hear you. The seeds are too loud. Hey y'all, it's your girl Mel. Welcome back to my channel. So now that I am done with taking the bar, I can finally put my mind to the spring. So we're going to talk about the seeds that I plan on starting to go in my spring 2016 garden. Hey, and I got a new mic. Shout out to everyone that has been giving me such amazing advice to up the scale of my videos. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to my nephew Cameron, who put me on to the mic. Shout out to Bass Drop Keys for putting me on to the camera orientation. So we really, we're just gonna up the quality as we go, and we're doing this together and y'all are going to see me get better. And yeah, that's really exciting to me. So, first things first, we are going to start with peppers. All right. So, I love growing peppers. This will be my second year growing peppers. And I have two pepper varieties that I overwintered. Actually, it's three pepper varieties that I overwintered. And I hope that they end up coming back to us. So, I have a habanero, a sweet banana pepper, and a hot banana pepper that I overwintered from last year. So, we have those. We're going to see how they do. But I also want to grow some serrano chili peppers, some Greek pepperoncinis, and some scotch bonnet peppers. I want to grow scotch bonnet peppers so bad. Like, I love Caribbean food. I can't wait to make pepper sauce. It's going to be so good. And honorable mention is jalapeno. I do plan on getting more like those conventional pepper varieties, but I'm thinking that I want to start off, I want to buy those because they come very plentiful and I'll be able to get a large container for about like 20 bucks, which is worth it to me because it's already an established plant. So, by the time these peppers get going, I would have already been eating peppers from a already producing tree. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. Y'all drop down below. Y'all let me know if that makes sense in your head. I don't know. So we're going to go on to tomatoes. We love tomatoes here. This is a tomato household. Okay, so it's a lot, but bear with me. So, first, I want to grow the yellow pear tomato. So good. I want to grow the pink boar tomato. Look how pretty that is. Look at the colors. I want to grow the indigo apple tomato. All of these tomatoes are indeterminate, which means that they will grow until it gets cold, until they freeze off, as opposed to determinate tomatoes, which has a kind of like set biological clock as to how many, um, I almost said potatoes, tomatoes it can produce. So yes, I purchase more indeterminate varieties just because we kind of can stretch to a longer growing season in zone 8 where I'm at. So I like to have the benefit of a longer growing season when it comes to my tomatoes. And I'll also be growing San Marzano tomatoes, which I'm really excited to make some sauce with them. Speaking of sauce, I also want to grow black plum paste tomato. I think that's going to be fabulous. And finally, I want to grow the super sweet cherry tomato. I think that's going to be so good. These smaller cherry varieties are normally very prolific. So I really want to have a lot. I want a succession plant. I want to pop new seeds every like couple weeks. And I want to have a prolonged harvest that can sustain my family throughout, hopefully throughout the whole year. So all right. I also want to grow onions this year. I think onions is going to be really fun to grow. So I have two. I have the Granex yellow PRR hybrid onion. And I also have the Texas Grano onion. So we're gonna see how it goes. What I like about the idea of growing onions is that I like that you can kind of enjoy them at all stages. You can enjoy them as onion, like onion grass. You can chop, you can clip the greens. You can use that as an herb. You know, you can use them as bunching onions and not let them get too big. Or you can have the big daddy ones like this and just, grow them for the whole season. And they are supposed to store very well, which I'm very interested in. So next, let's go to gourds. I love a gourd. I love a gourd. I love a gourd. I love a gourd. It bears repeating. I think they're so fun. I think they're just so fun. And so we're going to grow some. So I have the Corsican gourd, which is hard shelled. And this one makes like bowls. So you can make bowls out of it, which I can't wait to do. And give it as like offerings to my spirits and stuff. And also, this large bottle gourd is going to be super fun to grow because I want to carry water in it. I want to try drying it out and carrying water in it. Because I think these was like the first water bottles, honestly. I'm thinking, if my research serves me correctly. So, beans. I don't have as many beans as I would like to get. I would like to get more bean varieties. I especially like the colorful ones, like the purple ones. And I did see some like pink ones in the Rare Seeds catalog, Baker Creek Seeds catalog. I'll put them down below. But yeah, I saw that and I would definitely grow pink beans. I would grow pink absolutely everything. It's my favorite color. So I would like to grow long beans, which should be really fun because they are super duper long, as the name says. And yeah, you just cook them like regular beans. You just have to like cut them, and it's gonna be really fun. I'm also growing Cherokee wax as well as Big Kahuna. So this should be really fun. It says giant beans up to 11 inches long, but the plant is still compact. So this should be really good. I plan on interspersing beans and peas into all of my crops pretty much and like all of my garden beds because it's going to aerate the soil and yeah, it's going to use up the space really nicely. All right. So I also want to grow okra and I have this Hill Country Heirloom Red okra. That's supposed to be really good. I'm really excited. I always wanted to grow okra, and I think I will get more varieties because you can't have too much, and the flowers are so pretty. Like, look at this. Look how pretty that flower is. They have really pretty flowers. All right, so we're gonna go right on along to my squash and my eggplant. So I have a couple of summer squash that I want to grow, right? So I have this scallop colorful blend. Look how cute these are. I can't wait to see how many I get because these little ones are normally really prolific. So I also have Black Beauty zucchini that I'll be growing. I have early prolific straight neck that I'll be growing. I have Bait Alpha Persian cucumber that I'll be growing. If you hear any noise in the background, it's because I have a very loud family. And they don't understand what it means when I say that I would like to film. So that's where we at with it, and we just gonna go on with it. So I'm really interested in these Bait Alpha Persian cucumbers because these are parthenocarpic, which means that they don't need bees in order to germinate. So I think that's gonna be really good. So I also want to grow eggplant. I really like growing eggplant last time. And I would like to grow the Rosa Bianca eggplant, the Cocozelle eggplant. And these eggplants have the blossoms that are edible and you can like stuff them and eat them, and they're really delicious. And I also want to grow Black Beauty eggplant, the OG. All right, y'all, I'm back with hopefully less noise. Okay. So I also want to grow melons this year, and I think that's going to be really fun. All of this is fun to me, but I really enjoyed growing watermelon last year. I grew sugar baby watermelons, which is on the list because I'm definitely growing them again. I really enjoyed babying watermelons, so I'm going to grow sugar baby watermelons. I'm going to grow petite yellow watermelon, which should be interesting because these have yellow flesh. And I also want to grow muskmelon. I have never even seen a muskmelon, but this is the variety Pike, and I'm really excited to grow it. I also want to grow cantaloupe, so I'm very excited to grow hearts of gold cantaloupe. I think it's going to be very tasty. I can't wait to start these seeds. And I'm going to take y'all with me as I start these seeds too. So you'll see. So we're going to get to the flowers and the herbs that I would like to grow. I do plan on growing like your standard basil, chives, dill, but I could buy that. I could buy that. I don't gotta grow everything from seed. I can get that at the with the Bonnie plants. I can get that at the Home Depot. So I like growing stuff that I can't find just anywhere, you know? So I would like to grow lemon balm because I'm also really into herbalism and plant medicine. So these are herbs that will be good for our mind, body, and spirit. Okay. So like I said, I'm growing lemon balm, growing dill. I'm growing blue vervain. Shout out to my hoodoos out there. Blue vervain. Also growing calendula and catnip. Also because I have cats. So the flowers, I'm really excited to be growing more sunflowers this year. So I have branching ones and I have just like your regular one head sunflowers. So I'm excited for these. I'm gonna grow the skyscraper um, sunflower, which grow to 14 inches or longer with strong stalks. Yes, so they said it's easy to grow. I'm trying to find out, but I love sunflowers, so I can't wait to see it grow. And I'm also growing two branching sunflowers, which are the Lemon Queen sunflowers and the Autumn Beauty sunflowers. And some final flowers that I will be growing are Sweet Alyssum, which I really love growing because this is so pretty. Nasturtium, also very pretty. I'm growing Roselle hibiscus because I want to make some hibiscus drink. Okay, we're going to drink some. And last but not least, I'm going to be growing Mayo Indian grain amaranth. Now, this should be really interesting to see how it grows. I'm very excited. So, that was all the food and the flowers. Let's get to the weed. So I also will be growing weed outdoors this season. Now, I'm not going to show you the seeds because they make it in people's channels pop for selling seeds, whatever that means. So I won't show you, but I will tell you. I plan on growing a clone or two from my local dispensary, the living room. I probably shouldn't have said that name because I want to be anonymity. And anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna grow me a clone. I'm gonna get it from somewhere. I'm gonna get it very much from somewhere. And I want to grow Blue Dream. I want to grow Blue Dream this spring. And I also want to grow Slurricane from In-House Genetics. And what else? I could put an auto out there too. Maybe I'll get some seeds from Mephisto, but like that's kind of what's going on in my mind. I'm thinking Blue Dream. I'm thinking Slurricane. I'm thinking, hmm, I don't know. Y'all give me some suggestions. What are y'all growing spring to summer 2026? Put everything down in the description box. No, put everything down in the comments. Let me know. Talk to me. I talk back. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.